sons of the snow, we will not fall under these blows, for our hearts they are hardy, our spirits are strong, and our voices are lifted into this Southern God song. Conquer the anger and ravenous rage. Make it a part of your power.
Hey there everyone, it's Val, and welcome back to Skyrim Zahjira's Travels. Alright, so Zahjira has just arrived in Solitude with her companions, and they're on their way to talk to the Jarl Elisif, if I remember correctly, and see if they can convince her. Thank
I was a
heavens.
student at the Bard's College for a short time, until my affiliation with Vermina was discovered. I haven't been back to Solitude since.
Well, I mean, until you met Khajiit, of course. He never finishes that thought. Oh, bugs. She's sorry, she's gotta have bugs. A nice little side thing of bugs. Ah, the simple joys in life. You can't neglect them, you know? Even if people do look at you funny. Is there any bugs over here? She swears they're for alchemy. She will try to restrain herself from too much bug hunting, though. Although she's gonna pick that flower.
You know you can afford a septim or two.
Ah! Yes, indeed.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Thank you. Here, have a gold piece.
Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
You take care
It's
now.
best you leave me be. Spare some gold for a veteran?
Actually, Khajiit
Sure, you
just
make
did.
your retreat, and I'll make mine.
Mm-hmm. Enjoy. Alright.
You should see me when you get bored.
No. You creep Khajiit out. She thinks she will not see you, ever. Okay. Well, maybe one more. Okay, two more. Khajiit has finished picking flowers. Although she will grab the hanging moss. This is a good place to get hanging moss. Khajiit doesn't find it. There we go. Moss. Yes, Khajiit would like to get some moss. Woohoo! Stretch your legs. Can she grab that? Yes, yes, she can grab that. Ooh! Got it. Alright. hello. Yar Elisif. Khajiit hopes you have a little bit of time to speak to her today?
There's something personal I was hoping you would do for me.
Oh? How may Zahjira be of help to you, Jarl?
Falk told me what you did for us at Wolfskull Cave. He says you're someone we can trust.
Oh.
As you may know, Talos worship is outlawed in the Empire.
Yes.
When we buried my husband, I made offerings to all the gods, except Talos. I would like you to take an item of his, a war horn handed down from his father, and place it at a shrine of Talos.
Oh. Khajiit knows just the place. Zahjira would be honored to help. She actually doesn't care if it pisses off the Thalmor.
Thank you. It would mean a lot to me.
Of course. Oh, you want it on a specific one. Okay, well, Khajiit will do that. Okay, so northeast of Whiterun is the place you're saying. Alrighty.
It's a fine day with you around.
Well, thank you. You trust General Tullius, yes?
A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him.
Ah.
Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have?
There is that. Well, Khajiit hopes you don't mind, but she does need to take her leave. In fact, she needs to go and speak to General Tullius. You take care, and Khajiit will do that task you asked of her.
Be well. Pray for Solitude and my husband.
Of course, of course. Alright, so where would we find General Tullius? He's not in the palace. She kind of expected him to be here, but he doesn't. She doesn't think he's here. Right. So, did one of you guys find out where he hangs out? Khajiit hopes she doesn't mind if it takes her a little while to get this done. She will try to do it reasonably quickly, but she's thinking the end of the world might be... Well, she did promise she'd do it. She will try to remember to do it the next time she's at Whiterun, which should be very soon. But what she wanted to do... is see if she can locate General Tullius. And you guys are going to ask around for Khajiit as we go? Wonderful. So otherwise Khajiit will be here forever.
Need something?
Yes, I'm looking for General Tullius.
Gods be praised.
Well, that's not very helpful. Oh, he pointed this way. Alright. So is he praising the gods for General Tullius, or praising the gods that someone's looking for him? She's not quite sure. Has Khajiit ever been here before? This looks old. Especially considering the decor. It's in very good shape, though. It's been very well kept, if it is old. Alright, well... that looks like a very important flag in front of this door, so...
I used to be an adventurer like you. Then I took an arrow in the knee.
Well, it looks okay now. Right. Let's see if General Tullius is so easy to convince. And she hopes that he doesn't ask her to do a task, and then the person that he sends her to asks her to do a task.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't have the men.
That's not what my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
It's not a cause. It's a rebellion.
Call it whatever you like, General. The man's going to try to take Whiterun.
Jarl Balgruuf.
Balgruuf refuses the Legion's right to garrison troops in his city. On the other hand, he also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
Well, if he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire, fine. Let Ulfric pillage his city.
Hello?
General.
You people and your damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't force a Nord to accept help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter
You've
with
stopped.
the usual platitudes,
I
but
patiently
this time
await
share
your
some of your
counsel.
intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to.
Ahem.
We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
You Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Hi.
Sir.
Excuse Khajiit.
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle?
Well,
Do
Khajiit...
you have some reason to be here, citizen?
Yeah, Khajiit is hoping that her being the Archmage and the Dragonborn would classify her as not just but anybody, but she could be wrong. Wait a minute. Has Khajiit met you before? No, Khajiit doesn't think so. Zahjira has a message from the Greybeards for you.
The Greybeards? What do those old hermits want with me?
Well, you don't have a beard, so it's not that. They are convening a peace council at High Hrothgar.
Why? There's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor.
Well, you might want to consider the possibility that we need a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with, no? Or doesn't it worry you at all that there's dragons breathing fire upon the common folk?
They are getting to be a problem. But I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons.
Well, no.
My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend to do just that. Dragons or no dragons.
Well, you can leave... Khajiit can't believe she's saying this. You can leave the dragons to Khajiit. She will... That's apparently her job in all of this. But she would like to point out that the dragons are a bigger problem than the Stormcloaks right now. Don't you think?
You may have a point. It's getting difficult to even move troops around without attracting a dragon attack.
Exactly.
By all accounts, the Stormcloaks are suffering just as badly.
I'm
Even
sure.
Ulfric might see the sense of a truce under these conditions.
That's what Khajiit was thinking. So you will come to the Peace Council then?
Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council.
Wonderful.
For all the good it will do.
Well, it's better than not coming, Khajiit has to say. Fantastic. Khajiit thinks she'll get out of here before he changes her mind or asks her to find a whisk in somebody's cupboard or something. Was that... Yeah, this is the way she came in, right? Yes. She would like to poke around, but that might not go over too well. She doesn't think she's been in here before. Or at least not recently, anyway. Okay. Well, that's one half of the warring parties agreeing to attend the council. Hello? Goodbye? Khajiit thinks that... thinks that it would be a good idea if we get to Windhelm as quickly as possible and get the other party to agree, hopefully. And then the party, we can actually have our meeting. You know, before somebody has a skirmish that, you know, throws a big, large piece of wood into the works. Because that would make Khajiit unhappy.
Yes?
Khajiit got your back.
Thank you, Karsho. Sorry, she must do it. When she said she wouldn't do any more bugs, it was the ones inside she was talking about. The ones out here, they're fair game. Any more? Oh, no, there's one. Come here, come here. Oh, I saw you. Gotcha. Okay. Just a little bit of bug hunting. Alright, so let's take the cart and have a nice long nap on it to get to Windhelm. Unless, of course, we've gotten information that he's no longer in Windhelm, but our latest says he's there, and looks like Arander was doing something of his own over there. Okay. My good sir, Khajiit and friends would like to hire your carriage, if you don't mind.
Need a ride?
Yes, Khajiit would like to hire your carriage.
Where do you want to go?
We would like to go to Windhelm, if you don't mind.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Indeed, Khajiit plans to sleep through a lot of it. Oh, boy, that trip went fast. It's amazing how quickly trips pass when you sleep through them, isn't it? Wonderful. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing agreed to. Are those eagle heads? She thinks they might be. Very interesting. She never noticed that before up there. One should always look up.
I own Hollyfrost Farm outside the city. It's honest work, if a bit dull.
Well, Khajiit suspects you wouldn't like the particular excitement that you could otherwise get right now, like dragons and wars. It's been a while since we've been here, hasn't it? Right.
Fancy robes. You a wizard or something?
Yes. Khajiit is tired of answering that particular question. She thinks from now on she'll just say yes. Hi. Alrighty, we are here. Ah. Jarl Ulfric.
Your leaf. I want you to send a messenger to our western camps.
Well, that's rude.
And the message, sir?
I'm diverting Gar and Hadring's men to join him.
Is that wise, sir?
It will work if we can pull Haran's men from the south and find a bit of luck.
Of course. Something that seems to be in short supply these days.
I'm not seeking advice right now, friend. Just send a message.
Ah. Jarl Ulfric. Khajiit, who you may or may not recall. Khajiit believes we met before, but just in case we haven't, or you have forgotten, which is always possible. She is Archmage Zahjira of the College of Winterhold, and also the Dragonborn of, well, I guess the Greybeards, High Hrothgar, if she has to pick a place.
Only the foolish or the courageous approach a Jarl without summons. Do I know you?
No, Khajiit was just pondering that herself. She doesn't recall meeting you, but then she has had an avalanche fall on her head not so long ago, and, well, it's entirely possible that we've met, and she just doesn't remember. But, in any case, well met, and Zahjira brings a message from the Greybeards.
It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens back to our bleeding homeland. What do they want?
Well, they wish to negotiate a truce until the dragon menace is dealt with. You know, those big flying reptiles in the sky? You may have noticed them.
I have the greatest respect for the Greybeards, of course. And the dragon attacks are a growing plague.
Yes, they are.
But the political situation is still delicate. Not all the Jarls are fully committed to supporting me as High King. I can't afford to appear weak. I can't agree to this unless Tullius himself will be there.
Well, about that. General Tullius has already agreed to attend, but besides that, you really need to listen to what Zahjira has been saying. Politics don't really matter right now. The dragons have returned. Alduin has returned.
Alduin, the world eater of song and legend.
That would be
If
him.
that's true. Well, it changes the situation, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
Even Tullius may be forced to talk sense in the face of such a threat.
Well, he very well might, but if you will come to the Peace Council, you can find out.
Yes. I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Oh, that's gonna go well. Khajiit means she's really happy that you agreed. Thank you. Thank you so much, and but Khajiit will see you at the meeting. Well, actually, she may not be at the meeting. She doesn't think she's invited, but she'll see you in passing, probably. You have an excellent day, and see you soon. Wonderful. Wonderful. Because she doesn't know if she's just... It has to be the voice. She is... There was a time when she had trouble persuading people. But now that the voice is awake within her, or Alkosh gave it to her, if it wasn't there... Because she doesn't know when he gave it to her. It could have been there since she was a kitten, maybe before she was born, or maybe he gave it to her recently, but she didn't know and didn't know how to use it. But now that she's learning how to use it, she's still not sure. Is she just getting better at talking to people, or, like Master Arngir said, is it really the voice that's making the difference? To be honest, in this situation, she actually doesn't care which it is. She's just glad they both agreed. Very, very glad. Alright. So I guess... Khajiit guesses it is back to Whiterun? Yeah, that's gonna be the closest place to where we need to go. When we get there, when the boys catch up with Khajiit, she thinks that she will see where that horn needs to go. If it's on the way to High Hrothgar, she very well might stop by and drop it off. Because it is going to take a couple of days for both parties to pack
I
up.
mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long since we've had a good bandit raid.
Be careful what you wish for.
The best way for us to win the Nord's respect is through hard work.
Alright. Over. It crashed. Dang it! And I was just thinking I should save. Alright. Well, I'm going to give you guys the Be Right Back screen, and I'm going to give you some music to listen to, and I will hopefully not have to repeat very much of that. Basically what I'll do is I won't have her speak what she said. That will all still apply. I'm just going to get her back to where she should be, probably without speaking. Just assume that that part doesn't happen. Anyway, here's some music. And you get to hear me grumbling in the background while I'm doing this. Music, thank you. Start Skyrim. It's not starting. Fine. Be like that. Start Skyrim. Starting to wonder if the voice thing is... Alright, let's just shut down the voice thing. Start it up again. Start Skyrim.
Starting Skyrim now.
Thank you. Make me a kangaroo.
I'm a kangaroo.
Should never speed up to catch
Shut up,
with
you face.
life. One.
Alright, it looks like we're back to where beginning of when we were in the castle, so I'm just going to quickly go through the conversation again. So this is being done out of character because, yeah, we need to do that.
Whole life that.
Only the foolish do I know you. It's about time they turned their gaze from the heavens I have the... But... I can't afford to appear weak. Even Tullius may be forced to talk. Yes, I'll give Tullius one more chance to quit Skyrim with his tail between his legs.
Look out. The butcher could be around any corner.
Alright, once we're through this door, Zahjira will resume her commentary. Alright, so we are now heading back to Whiterun. And then let's have a look at where she made a note on the map that we need to take this horn. Let's hope it's on the way. Yep, it is Khajiit again. Oh wait, sorry, you weren't the fellow that brought us here. Well, we're high in your cart. Me and my 3 friends. Oh, there you are. I swear, he uses an invisibility spell sometimes just to weird Khajiit out. She's speaking of Arander, of course.
Need a ride?
Khajiit would like to hire your carriage for her and her friends, please.
Where do you want to go?
We would like to go to Whiterun, if you don't mind.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Khajiit plans to. And she's going to have another nap. Really? She wakes up. We're here. And it's raining. Dang it. Fressin. Alright. Well, Khajiit needs to find out if this is going to be on the way like she's hoping it will be. Well... she's kind of thinking we should go to the council first. Yeah. That... we'll deal with that when we come back down the mountain. Because that actually looks close to where we come down anyway. That sounds like the plan. Alright, fellas. Let's get to High Hrothgar. And, like I said earlier, but this was in a previous episode, I am using the fast travel now, particularly if it's a place we've been to recently, and we've already been there like 3 or 4 times this stream, so this qualifies, even if not in this particular episode. You're going to be watching her run down the mountain anyway, so won't be enough repeating. Alright, it's too bad there's no carts that go up there, but that would be a rather a tricky bit of travel. Khajiit, thanks. Alright, you ready, boys? Let's go. There's not going to be any bugs on the way anyway. It's raining. Whew. Khajiit will say one thing, her legs are getting into fantastic shape with all this running up and down the stairs she's been doing lately. Ah, Master Arngir.
So, you've done it. The men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
She knows that you feel troubled about this, but you would not want the end of the world to come, right? But this was the only way to secure Balgrove's help, yes?
Yes, yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are.
Indeed.
Take your seat at the council table.
Wait, what?
And let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Khajiit wasn't... Okay, so she is actually going to sit at the table. Well, she's just watching, right? I mean, she is the messenger that brought them all. Alright, let's go then.
So, Arngir, is it?
Uh-oh.
You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You are not invited here.
Uh-oh.
You are not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Oh, boy.
Were you? The hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Does she really have to listen to this?
We're not here to rehearse old grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Alduin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Alduin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter.
Thank you, Master Arngir. She appreciates your tolerance. And she hopes everybody can just get along. Right, Delphine? Please? Well, looks like they're all here, including people she wasn't expecting to be here. Well, where is Khajiit? You want Khajiit to sit there? Okay. She will sit there.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation? You're Chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here, here.
Oh, great.
I have every right to be at this negotiation.
Oh, great.
I need to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
Wasn't expecting her.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere.
No kidding.
Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
What?
By Izmir's beard. The nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh? To think that I would sit down at the same table with that Thalmor bitch. Either she walks or I do.
Well, about that. Khajiit is inclined to tell them. Well, Khajiit suspects that Tullius probably does not really want her either, so where's the harm in it? This is a place for negotiating, and one needs various parties in order to negotiate, yes?
Maybe so, but bringing her here is a deliberate provocation. Tullius needs to know I won't be pushed around.
Ah, the man stuff. Ulfric, Jarl Ulfric. Let Tullius have his way on this. That will mean he will be inclined, perhaps even feel obligated to give ground later, no?
It feels like a mistake to me. But I'll bow to your judgment on this. But she is to observe, nothing more. We are not negotiating with her. Is that clear?
Ulfric, why so hostile? After all, it's not the Thalmor that's burning your farms and killing your sons.
Yet?
She's supposed to be on our side?
You know exactly... No. Not this time.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
Khajiit's obviously not saying these things aloud.
I have something to say first.
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the dragon menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't be able to resist.
We're here to arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed?
You think we're pulling teeth?
Jarl Ulfric. General Tullius. This council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar, and do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim.
Yes, please.
Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it.
Khajiit will stop thinking
We want
snarky
control
thoughts.
of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
Oh.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hope to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
This is not helping.
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
I hope not.
Yes, that'd be entirely
What would
out
the
of character.
Empire want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth to that traitor?
Well, he did kill her husband, I can understand.
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
Khajiit? She hasn't actually been in Markarth, so she's not quite sure. Well, if they traded one for another, one place for another, perhaps Riften? Khajiit has been there, and it does have a lot of things going on there, so... Dawnstar doesn't seem like a big enough of a place, to be honest. Riften is bigger. So yes, Khajiit will suggest Riften. Well, what about Riften?
The rift would help secure our communications with Cyrodiil, and threatened Ulfric's southern flank. You heard what she said, Ulfric. We've made you a fair offer. Are you serious about these talks, or are you just here to posture?
I expected better from you, Dragonborn. I came here in good faith. And now it seems you help the Empire at every turn.
You can't expect something for nothing.
As for you, General Tullius, I see now that Galmar was right. Talking to the Empire is just as useless as ever. If you think you can hold Markarth, you're as deluded as your Emperor when he signed away our...
Khajiit got your back.
Skyrim will never again bow to your false empire. Let's go, Galmar. I should have listened to you in the first place.
Oh no.
You always were a fool, Ulfric. You're no better at diplomacy than you are in the battlefield.
Wait.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your petty disagreement?
Thank you, Esbern.
Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Exactly.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war.
Yes.
Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
Well, can you?
A very pretty speech. But what does it
Shut
have
up.
to do with the...
Yes, exactly.
He's right about Alduin. We both have just as much to lose here, Tullius. Remember that.
Yes, everybody
Now,
has the
back
world
to the matter at hand.
to lose.
Don't hand me a mug of sheep's piss and call it mead. These terms are still not acceptable.
I'm sure you have something in mind.
Damn right we do.
You surrender Falkreath to us. Zahjira steps down, and Dengir of Stun resumes the Jarlship.
Where do these demands stop, Ulfric? Do you expect me to surrender all of Skyrim?
I'm sure he'd like that.
It seems I have no choice but to let the Dragonborn decide. Although I'm starting to doubt your fairness. What say you, Dragonborn?
So basically, he wants Markarth and Falkreath in exchange for Riften. Khajiit is not entirely sure whether he is trying to hold everybody over a barrel or whether he really thinks Riften is that important. That without Riften, to be honest, Khajiit doesn't remember much about Falkreath either. She does have a letter from the Jarl there, which will be moot because if she agrees. No. Markarth is a place that is very defensible. It gives an excellent fallback point. Riften is going to give the Empire communication with Cyrodiil. She does not think the Empire needs to relinquish any more territory. Enough is enough, no?
Even the Dragonborn betray Skyrim. These terms are not acceptable. You know that.
Mara, protect us both.
I'm listening.
Don't play dumb, Tullius.
Bah, this is a waste of time. I can see that we won't get better terms from this council. So be it. The Sons of Skyrim at least put the greater good above our own interests.
It seems we may have an agreement.
One should never speed up
General
to catch up
Tullius,
with life.
these are
One
the
should
terms
slow
currently
life
on the
down
table.
to work at your
Markarth will be
pace.
handed over to Ulfric's forces. Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thongvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops unhindered access. Jarl Layla Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. You both agree to this?
I shouldn't agree to terms that so blatantly favor the Empire. I have no choice, though, under the circumstances. But once Alduin is defeated, then it will be the Empire's turn. Remember Evgir Unsla. You should be pleased, Elisif. You've done well for yourself as the Empire's pet Jarl.
Could we?
But beware, the Empire's loyalty is fickle. They will tire of this war, and then I will be the one dictating terms to you.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, Galmar. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
So does Khajiit.
You are taking us somewhere warm.
You are familiar with the Dragonborn's plan?
Yes, I'm ready to do my part. Just say the word, and my men will help you spring this trap.
But the difficulty remains how to lure a dragon to Dragon's Reach at all.
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
No.
I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated the problem.
Oh.
While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, an unguessed trove of lost lore.
Excellent.
But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew.
Well, how's that help?
Cross-referencing this
Oh, right.
to Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up.
Excellent. So, how does that help us? If it's raised up, it's not there anymore. Perhaps you could clarify this riddle, Esbern.
Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power, shouts.
Oh.
By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
Really? That's why Alduin spoke his name as if it was 3 syllables. Alduin. But why would he come if called? It would hardly be wise, no?
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge.
That sounds
Your
familiar.
voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon. After your victory over Alduin, I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
Okay. So, what is the name of this dragon that you've uncovered?
Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen, but it is written here in the scroll. Odaving.
Odaving.
Winged snow hunter, as I read it.
Odaving. All right.
There's one more thing.
Yes?
We know about Parthenax.
Ah. 'Tis the strangest thing, no? It turns out he is a dragon, but he helped us.
That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And it's long past time for him to pay for his crimes.
No.
And he's not just any dragon. He was the right hand of Alduin.
Who saw the error of his
He
ways.
committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. Well, I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continued to help you.
No. Khajiit will not do that. About Parthenax.
Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us.
Perhaps you could explain exactly why he needs to die when he has done all these things which will help us save the world?
Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
Khajiit does not agree. She just doesn't agree. If that means Khajiit will not be able to see you, visit you as blades anymore, so be it. She will not kill Parthenax. She made a promise that she would not kill dragons unless they were harming innocents, and he is not. He has changed. He has a lot of amends to make, perhaps. She doesn't know. She wasn't there. But she thinks helping stop the end of the world is probably a good, pretty good place to be at this point in time, yes? And by the way, while we're here, you don't apparently like the Greybeards any more than they like you, huh?
If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain with them and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do. The Greybeards are so afraid of power that they won't use it. Think about it. Have they tried to stop the Civil War or done anything about Alduin?
Yes, actually
No.
they have.
And they're afraid of you, of your power. Trust me, there is no need to be afraid. Think of Tiber Septim. Do you think he'd have founded the Empire if he'd listened to the Greybeards?
There is a big difference, Khajiit thinks, between knowing you can do something and actually doing it. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And as for them not doing anything, what do you think this council is? That's something? She really finds it annoying when people refuse to see sense and don't get along. It just... Anyway. Know about Parthenax. She doesn't know if she can make it any clearer than that. No.
We have nothing to do until Parthenax is dead.
Well, Khajiit guess she won't be talking to you much in the future then. Take care of yourself, Delphine. Well, possibly Khajiit can persuade her that perhaps Esbern. I think everybody's probably left. Right. Well, both sides were unhappy with the concessions that they got, so that kind of makes Khajiit think that if both sides are pissed off, that was probably the best solution. If one side was chortling happily, then she would think she made the wrong decision, so she thinks she did the right thing. Now, we just need to... Master Arngir.
I fear this truce will not last. You gave the Empire too much. Ulfric will not let that stand for long.
Arngir, Master Arngir, Khajiit is sure no matter what she gave whom, as soon as, and if, Alduin is finally defeated and the world is safe again, they'll find something else to quarrel about. But Khajiit thinks you ought to know that the Blades want Zahjira to kill Parthenax. You needn't worry.
Now you see why I warned you against them. Bloodthirsty barbarians.
Well, Khajiit would like some more information, but she did promise you that she would not harm Parthenax, and she will keep that promise. She has seen no reason to break it, and she doesn't plan to. But is it true what they said? He was Alduin's ally?
Yes, but understand, during the days of Alduin's rule, all dragons were his allies. There was nothing else they could be. If not for Parthenax, Alduin could not have been overthrown.
Yes.
It was he that first taught men to use the Thum.
Exactly. You do not need to worry. Zahjira is not going to kill Parthenax.
Kinnerith has placed the voice of wisdom within you, Dragonborn. All you need do is learn to listen to it, and your path will be clear.
Khajiit will do the best to follow the path and listen to the voice. The voice of the gods, the voice of the first cat, and the voice of Kynarthi. who you call Kinnereth. She has always tried to listen and let her steps lead her in the right way. What else can she do but continue?
Wind guide you.
And you as well, Master Artgear. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this afternoon's streams. I will be back in just under 2 hours with 2 more hours of Zahjira's travels in Skyrim. I hope you've been enjoying the stream so far today, and with luck I'll manage to beat YouTube into submission and get the restream working with it again before this evening's stream, but I can't promise, but I will promise I'll try my best. In any case, y'all have a good night if I don't see ya. Otherwise, I'll see you in a couple hours. You take care. Bye.